Hello and welcome to our new Friday feasts. We're going to try and share some longer recipe content with you, and I'm excited to do our first one today, which is we're going to make some amazing jerk chicken skewers served in a pita, so like a shawarma, with lots of amazing stuff. So it's going to have some salsa with charred corn, it's going to have a yogurt dressing, and it's going to be tasty because there's pineapple and red peppers on the skewers as well. So yeah. Do you want to cook along with me? Hopefully you've got some of the ingredients. And yeah, let's get to it. So to start with, we're going to make the marinade for the chicken. And then we can marinate that chicken for a little bit of time. But yeah, let's make the marinade. So the core blend of this is jerk, as I mentioned, which is obviously a Jamaican seasoning. And we're going to start with, we'll get a little spoon. There we go, spice spoon. So I'm going to do around 4 chicken breasts. So I would normally put around 2 tablespoons, so a teaspoon per breast. So I'm going to use about 4 of these little teaspoons, or one of our little spice spoons. That's perfect. Now I'm going to whack in some olive oil, so 2 tablespoons roughly. Oh, it's got a pour in there. Oh, good. So that's about 2 tablespoons. Because this will go on skewers, you can be a little bit generous with the oil, because obviously any excess oil will come off, but it's really important it cooks properly and doesn't burn. Juice of 1 lime. Gonna roll the lime. This is a godsend. My lime and lemon juicer. I only got this recently and it's honestly a game changer. Where have you been all my life? So I give it a squeeze, put the other one in. I don't know why, but I normally, just to get all the juice out, because I'm cheap and tight, put them both in. And look how much more juice you get. Cool. And so this is really a good, again, a classic dish which has got all the different textures, and it's got sweet, sour, salty. It's got all of the kind of flavours with it, and loads of umami as well. Right, so you can use some soft brown sugar, or you can use honey. I'm going to use honey because I've got some, so just give it a bit of a squeeze. Again, a couple of teaspoons, you want that sweetness. We are going to put hot honey on it later as well, which has obviously got chilli and more sweetness. Oven's ready. Right, then we're going to do a garlic clove. I love garlic, so I'm going to put 2 inside. Obviously you can use the pre-prepared puree as well if you like, if you're feeling very lazy. I know lots of people use the purees. You can buy also frozen garlic and ginger in cubes, which I love to have as a backup just in case I don't have any, and they work really well. So I'm just going to finally chop this. You can use a pestle and mortar as well if you want to get it really crushed up. But for the purpose of this, it's fine if it's finely chopped. Okay, so in there. So I mean, Jamaican cuisine always has loads of that allspice, that thyme in the blend. They love garlic, they love the sweetness as well. Tropical fruit, that's why we've got pineapple, so absolute classic. And then a bit of salt and pepper. Jerk blend does have a bit of salt in it, but you can put a bit more in. Again, it's going to coat all of that chicken. And a bit of pepper as well. So I'm going to put some ginger in this as well. I've got these really cool frozen blocks. I'm just going to put them in the microwave for 30 seconds. So I've got my ginger puree. I'm going to add in, I've put 2 cubes actually, which is quite a lot. So I'm just going to do 1 cube-ish. So like a couple of tablespoons. Give that a mix. And there's the marinade all done. Might give that a little taste. Oh, that is so good. So good. That lime juice absolutely makes it really good. Okay, right, chicken breasts. I'm going to do 4 large chicken breasts. Cool, so we've got chicken here. Obviously you can use any meat replacement. You've got, it'd be really lovely with halloumi here, because they're skewers. I'm not gonna cut them too small, because I do want to thread this on to the skewers. Got a bit of chilli in my throat. Got all of that chicken in with the marinade, and now I'm going to get a really good mix. You want all of that chicken coated, and you then want to leave this as long as you can. An hour minimum, I would say, but if you can leave it overnight, even better. All those flavours are going to infuse into the chicken, and it's just going to taste even better. The lime juice also is going to tenderise. That acidity is going to tenderise the chicken as well and make it even more tender. So yeah. So we've got all the chicken in that bowl with the marinade. Just going to give it a really good coating. Ideally, I'd like this in the fridge for an hour or even overnight. But obviously, we're doing a cook along, so we're just going to go for it. So that's the chicken done. So I'm going to put that to one side, and then we're going to get prepping the veg. So I've already done the peppers just to speed things up. So I've just got them in these nice cubes. Next, we're going to make a harissa paste. This is going to actually coat all of the pineapple, the red onion, and the red peppers. That's going to go onto the skewers with the chicken. So we'll make the paste, we'll marinate all of those vegetables together and chop them down, get them coated, and then we're going to build the skewers and get them in the oven. Whilst they're cooking in the oven and grilling away, we'll make everything else. We'll make the yogurt, and we will make everything else that we need. So whilst the chicken skewers are in the oven, we're going to char the corn, we're going to make the salsa and make the mint yogurt, and then it's all about building it into an amazing, delicious pitta. So let's make the harissa paste first. So the next thing we're going to need is some oil. Again, a couple of tablespoons in there. We are going to get our harissa blend. Need a clean spoon. So harissa, it's really punchy. Remember, it's a chili blend. It's like 90% chili with chili flakes, paprika, and chili powder in. So if you like it hot, go wild. If you don't, be careful. I warned you now. So we need our tomato puree. Fresh, need to pop it. A couple of tablespoons. We are going to go in with another lime. Thank you very much. Don't need as much lime here because obviously I think half a lime, 1 tablespoon even, but I'm going to go with half a lime. Now what you can do is if it's quite dry, this blend, so if you didn't put as much lime in, you might need to add a dash of water, but because I've put a bit more lime in it, it's actually perfect. I'm just going to show you. It's made a really, really delicious paste. Okay, perfect. So, red onion next. Remember, we're going to skewer these. So let's take all of the peel off first. Yeah, I'm going to halve it. Whenever you're doing skewers, you do get little scraggly bits, which you won't be able to use or won't thread very well, but it's all good. So I'm just going to quarter these, and then they should break off really easily. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to whack them straight into this marinade. I've done the peppers as well. They're already going straight in. What I did earlier. And now we've got a fresh pineapple. Just been told you can plant these and grow a pineapple. You need to test that out. Nothing like a fresh pineapple. And also because it's not been soaking in syrup, I mean, you can use tinned, but you kind of need the right size of pineapple. But also you want it like a fresh one because they'll be slightly tougher. Okay, so I'm going to quarter this, and then I'm going to cut it again, and then I'm going to try and cube this, so like that sort of size, so they're quite big and chunky. I'm going to do 3/4 of the pineapple. I'll save that for Zara. Then you've got all your veg now. So you've got your peppers, your red onions, and you really, again, want to just coat that properly. If it's not looking like there's enough oil in there, it's really important to have enough oil so they don't burn. Obviously, you do want to char them, but if they're too dry, not enough oil on them, they will start to burn. Obviously, all the sugars in all of these actually is going to caramelize, so you should get some charring on. Right, and then next, what we're going to do is we're going to build our skewers. What I've done, I've got these tiny skewers. I have got bigger ones. These wooden bamboo skewers. It's really important to soak them. So I've literally just soaked them in water. Again, if you can soak them overnight, that's even better. But if you don't, they're just going to burn in the oven and they're going to fall apart. They might still fall apart now, but it's all good. Okay, so we've got the chicken and let's build. You want to find the right size pan as well. So you don't want them too far to the edge, so I'm going to build them like that. There's a bit of space on the side. Let's go. Sure. Try and do a bit of everything. I'm not too OCD, so I'm not too worried about having a perfect pattern, though my daughter would definitely be telling me off if I didn't do it in exactly the right pattern. So on one skewer I managed to get like 2 of each things. Yeah, perfect. Right, let's do a proud. Let's do it exactly in the same pattern. Pineapple, chicken, pepper, onion, pineapple, chicken, if you've got a slightly longer piece of chicken there, you might just want to thread it long ways. So put it through the skewer twice and then it will fall off. Doing this in a really awkward way. Do love a skewer to be fair. Do love a skewer. You know what? My dad doesn't gonna like this thing. Not very easily pleased, but he's gonna like this. Right, so what we're going to do is, these are going to cook for about 40 minutes in the oven at 180. And for the first sort of 20-25 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover them in foil because we don't want them to char too quickly. There's a lot of sugars in all of those peppers, red onions, and obviously the honey and the pineapple. So they'll kind of char and will kind of burn basically before they're cooked. So I'm going to cover them with a bit of foil like this. I'm going to cook them, as I say, for about 20-25 minutes. Loads of the juices should come off them. And then I'm going to baste them in the juices. Put them back in for about 10-15 minutes, and for the last 5 minutes I'm going to add in some hot honey. For those that don't know, hot honey really is just chili and honey. I think when they make hot honey they put a tiny bit of vinegar in it, but essentially you can make your own. So if you haven't bought any from the shops, just get some honey, add some chili or harissa into it, and it'll make hot honey essentially. So there's no problems there. And again, so into the oven, 20-25 minutes. I'm going to stick my little timer on. So I've got my griddle pan, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take these corn and we're just going to char them. So this is going to go into our salsa, and all of that kind of smoky flavour is what we want into the salsa essentially, but also it's going to cook these. So I'm just going to have a dry pan really. I'm going to put it in there, and we're just going to keep turning that for kind of 8-10 minutes. And that's it really. And then whilst those are cooking, I'm going to, what you can do also, I know my mum does, she cooks it straight on the gas. Especially if you've got them with the sheets on, you can cook them on the gas, but I'm just going to cook them in a griddle pan. And then let's make a salsa. So, tomatoes, I've got some lovely cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to quarter these. Just turn that down. I'm just going to keep turning that corn as well. So we're just going to finely dice a cucumber. You can have your salsa as chunky as you want, as fine as you want. It really doesn't matter too much. Get them in there.
You can't see that from where the angle is.
Yeah, that'd be great actually. So half a red onion. Oh. So, got some fresh coriander. Always use the stalks. Stalks where all the flavour is. And generally, I'll always add the stalks into the marinades and then the leaves at the end because they're quite delicate. So the leaves are a lot more delicate, but the stalks are great. So I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil here. Glug. Got half a lime here somewhere. You can, if you want, also add some chilli into a salsa, obviously. There is obviously heat in the jerk, there's heat in the harissa marinade on the vegetables, but I can't run a spice company and not have chilli on it. So what I like to do is just taste a little bit. See how hot they are. These are not too bad. Quite mild. So I'm going to stick the whole chilli in. And then the corn is charring and cooking along. So the corn is cooking really nice. You can smell it charring and cooking. It's going to smoke a bit, but it's all good. Okay, so corn's cooked perfectly, charred on every side. So you can let this obviously cool down. And then you're just going to slice off these kernels. Definitely cooked through. And there we have it. I'm just going to add some salt in there. I'm going to put pepper in. It's really clever. I run a spice company and I've actually got no pepper left, but I'm just going to pretend. Yeah. Do as I say and all that. Right. Really good. A bit more salt. I'll put a bit more lime juice in it. Yeah, that chilli was hotter than I thought. Very good though. Okay, and there's the salsa done. Okay, right, let's get some fresh mint. Feed these to the guinea pigs. Right, I'm going to make a little mint yogurt. I'm going to start with some fresh rock salt in there just because it's going to add that coarseness, which is going to help it grind down. Got some fresh mint. Going to stick in there. You can also add coriander if you want coriander and mint chutney, which I'm going to do, or you can just leave it as mint as well. We'll start by giving that a bit of a bash. Smells amazing. I'm just going to add half a lime in. I'm just going to continue to push that down. I'm going to add a bit of Greek yogurt in there as well. I'm going to put in a couple of tablespoons. Great. And that's done. Perfect timing, 22 seconds left. Right. So, let's check on this chicken. Okay, that's perfect. So what we're going to try and do is, without burning yourself, scoot these along a bit. You get some juices here coming out. So all the juices that are coming out, which will be all the juices from the chicken and the pineapple and the vegetables, just going to rebaste skewers. And I'm just going to try and give them a little twist, which is impossible with these skewers. Give them a little twist as well. I'm going to do that same again. Try and focus on the chicken because you just don't want it to dry out. And then with my oven, I'm going to turn it from bake to roast now. And I'm going to actually roast them. So the roasting function means that... So the roasting function means that it's going to actually have the top heat level on. And it's going to proper grill them. Get that char on it as well. Yeah, if you've got a roast setting, use the roast setting. It's going to put the heat element on the top and it's going to get a really nice char on the meat. It should be kind of getting cooked through now because it's obviously cooked and kind of steamed under the foil. And for the last 15 minutes, you're going to do that. And then we're going to get another 5 minutes with the hot honey on as well. So just going to keep checking on them now. They're grilling really nice. You can see some char on them as well. But you want to keep grilling them. Nice. What I like to do, because when you've got the bamboo skewers, the meat does spin round. So I like to use a fork just to give it a little twist. So we've got like some even chars going on. Definitely cooked through. So what I've done is I've also whacked my grill up much higher. So I've got it on 220. I'm actually going to raise it up as well because I'm feeling fruity. So I've raised it up and I'm going to get it on a high heat now. Put it on 240. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to watch it carefully. So hot honey, which is just really honey, chili and a tiny bit of vinegar in there. You can buy it from the shop so you can make your own. Maybe I'll show you how one day. What I've actually done is I've just heated it up for a second just so it's gone even more runny. And then I'm just going to baste all of these. And then they'll go back in the oven for about 5 minutes. You don't need very long because obviously there's lots of sugar in here. And it's just to caramelise that. You can try and spin the meat round and the vegetables as well if you want to get a more even coating. But just be careful, the hot honey can obviously have different heat levels as well, so just check how spicy yours is. I'm just going to try and get that really well coated. And there we go. And then I'm going to get this back in the oven, 5 minutes. And then pita breads. So what we're going to do is going to get your griddle back on. You can griddle these. You can put them in the oven if you want to warm them. I prefer them on the griddle pan. You can do them straight onto the gas as well if you've got a gas. But yeah, get that griddle hot and then get them in. And our beautiful griddled skewers. Right, so it's assembly time now. Right, take one of our skewers. Gonna take it off. We'll do another one as well. Now get this straight into our pitter. Pineapple, chicken. Bit of the salsa. And then that meat yogurt on top. And how good does that look?
Just tilt it towards us.
And there we have it, our grilled skewers with salsa and our wonderful mint yogurt. Tasty, tasty. That is lunch sorted. Don't know to tease it. Right, let's go for it. It's falling apart.